hard to believe.
I'm standing in a timeless street.
What all started with a letter, a hot tub, and a diner could turn into this.
Congrats on this film. I mean, what a whirlwind for you. The first movie was this huge breakout, and now here we are 3 movies later. So what are you going to miss the most about this franchise and playing Lara Jean?
I will say, once you do 3 movies, things start to blur, and you're like, who am I? So there's definitely parts of myself in there. I'll miss it all, and I'm unprepared to say goodbye.
It's a very fun role to play, even in its most dramatic moments. But I think I'm just gonna miss the whole ambiance, the environment, the friendships, working with Lana and Ross.
Did you get to keep anything from the set after you wrapped, like anything of Peter's?
We did a shot for shot from The Big Lebowski, and on that day we had a specific wardrobe that I took with me, and then of course like the director chairs, the backs of that and stuff.
We've all become so close, and we really do feel like real life sisters. And I know that we'll carry that with us moving forward. It reminds me, we went to Seoul Tower. We were filming there, and we actually got one of those little love locks, and we wrote names and our little soul sisters, and we locked it there forever.
Talk to me about the last day of filming. What was the last scene you shot? What emotions were going on that day? How were you feeling?
Oh my God, I was distraught. My last day we were shooting in Korea, so we shot Korea at the end, even though it's in the beginning of the film. And when I did my final scene, it didn't make the movie because that's how distraught I was. Like, I was a wreck.
It was like in tears.
Literally, they were like, I don't know about that.
I was lucky enough to go to Korea as well and visit and watch them film for a day. So after that day, because I still was seeing everyone, that was hard. I went back to my hotel room and just started crying.
And the last scene, we all got to be together, which is rare. A lot of the time that doesn't happen. So when they called wrap, we got to be holding hands and we're together. It was in Korea, late night at this night market, and we were eating these fresh handmade noodles in this scene. So it was the best. We were all having, and it was lots of tears, lots of hugs.
I could really see myself living there,
We both know what 3,000 miles would do to us.
This is a little dramatic, even for you.
Wait, looking back on all 3 films, do you have a favorite scene or a favorite day of shooting that stands out to you?
Everything in New York definitely stands out to me. So we got to go to New York and experience all these iconic locations filming, and then offset on the weekend. We went to the Met, we went to the High Line, we did a group workout together.
The scene where Chrissy and I have a subway date, and there's an awkward moment that Lana looks over, and there's no dialogue, but just everything that we did was all improv.
One of my favorite days of shooting was we were in New York and we did the montage scene.
That's what Ross and Madeleine said.
Really? Yeah.
It was all improv for you guys, right?
Yeah, just show up, do your thing, do whatever, it was great.
In the third movie, when we're talking about wedding plans and Lara Jean and Kitty are spitting out different ideas, that was not even in the script. And we were like, can we please? I think this would be so cute. It's such a fun little moment. And every take we said something different. And those are some of my favorites.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you going to miss me when I'm gone next year? A 4. A 4?
Where do you think Peter Kavinsky will be 10 years from now?
He could, be a retired professional lacrosse player. He could still be playing, lacrosse professionally. Maybe he turns and goes a completely different route.
West Coast, East Coast?
I definitely would choose NYU if I had the choice.
Oh, yay! This is the first time anyone's asked me this. I think she'll be in New York. I'm hoping she'll be work in publishing. I'd love for her to be this badass,
Her
editor head, something or other, that she's just living her life.
I feel like Margot would be a professor somewhere and should have a really smart beau.
I would love to see Kitty in college. I feel like she would have so much fun. She'd probably be the head of all the clubs and just be super involved with school and meeting so many new friends.
Chrissy's gonna have her own coffee shop. I'm gonna be the assistant coach of a pee-wee baseball team, and we're just going to run into each other, and the sparks are going to immediately fly again, and then we'll never speak to each other ever again.
The world keeps shifting under my feet. All I want is for it to stand still.
These movies have been such a huge part of my life for years and have been very integral in who I am today as a young woman. It feels like you're almost saying goodbye to like a part of yourself.
I didn't get in.